got a moment. When they see you down, just know they love it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bounce Back Podcast. I'm your host, B. Luke. I got a special guest with me today. Why don't you tell the people your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself, my guy?
What's going on, everybody? My name is DVS, man. I'm from Brooklyn, Flatbush, born and raised. Going through the system. It's been a rough ride. You already know.
I'm hip. I do know a little bit about your story. So why don't you just start with the YouTube channel? What's that about?
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
you want to
So
get into that, and then we'll bring it back.
I got a YouTube channel called Stuck in the System, where we talk about all things related to the system, whether it be juvenile, foster care, group homes, uh, corrections, mental institutions. It doesn't matter. We all a part of this system. And I really just want to expose and shine light on how the system is perpetuating a cycle to keep people down, and really just want to bring light to those things, bro.
Absolutely, bro. So me and you are on the same page as far as that goes. So we're gonna bring it back, man. Just talk about growing up in Flatbush, Brooklyn, bro. What was that like?
Um, that shit was wild, bro. That was a wild time for me, man. Hard story. So I guess I could start where I was in a foster home, right? I got taken away from my mother when I was very young. She was using pills. She was pretty much under on everything under the sun, but more so crack and all that. Um, so I ended up going to the system. I ended up going to a distant cousin. Stood there for a little while, but I was being abused by her because they was drinking a lot. So um, shit was wild. I went to school with mad bruises and all that. Um, the older woman, she really couldn't contain me. I was running up and down the streets, just wilding out, not listening. Uh, so um, they thought the remedy was a whooping back then, word, like for everything. So like I said, I went to school. They see some bruises and all that. They call CPS. They come and snatch me. They bring me to foster care. I end up at the end of it all going through a few foster homes and all that. Um, a distant cousin or a distant relative to my mother comes and gets me and holds me down for like 2.5, 3 years. Um, I don't think they were anticipating my mother getting her shit together. I really thought that they was gonna be my immediate family, and I was gonna stay with them. But the system works in a fucked up way, man. The child will always go with the mother. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good, bad, or ugly.
Yeah.
So they gave my mom's another shot. She relapsed. So we back in Brooklyn, man. Like shit is hardcore. Like we house hopping. She taking over houses from people, like making them sleep in the kitchen and all that. Um, just wild, man. Shit's wild. Like you have some questions because I know there's got to be something that you
Yeah, absolutely. No,
because
absolutely. So
sometimes I trail off and I get stuck in the moment, you
it's
heard?
all,
Because
no,
it's
it's all
something I
good.
don't really think about too much. But when I do it, I get like, oh shit,
So
that
I'm
was a
interested
lot, you heard?
about so your house hopping. What about school? Are you bouncing around from different schools and everything? What's your experience like in school? I know you said they saw the bruises and stuff, but how were you as a student? Were you disruptive? Were you misbehaving? Did you take on to the work?
Nah, man, I wasn't like. There were so many things going on in my life, man, from a youngin', man. Like even from when I could remember, even when I was getting abused by the distant my mother's step sister or something, whatever it is that she was. We call her Aunt Lillian though, Aunt Lillian. Um,
Copy.
yeah, I don't know, man.
So
She
when do
was
you
just
start getting in trouble, man, with the law?
11, 10, 11. I'm in Brooklyn now. My mom's she having her parties. Get out the house. Um, you know, don't want to be. Back then adults ain't want you around them, bro. Especially if they doing some wild shit. So they peel off some money and all that. Get rid of you real quick. So that was always a thing. I learned that quick. You know what I'm saying? I'll linger just to get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Like here's some money, get the fuck out of here type shit. You heard?
So
So
what, okay, go ahead.
nah, not my fault, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what kind of things are you doing at 10 and 11 to be getting in trouble with the law?
Well, so you know when parents have addictions, they usually link up with other parents that have addictions. Word. So um, all the kids my age were from parents that we knew they knew each other. You know what I'm saying? They was all getting high. You know, they was the fiends of the neighborhood. You heard? So we the fiend kids running around, getting into shit, robbing shit, stealing shit, not going to school. Like I dropped out of school at fourth grade, bro. I couldn't sit in class all day, and I was more worried about what I was going to eat, and I was worried about clothes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wearing the same shit every day is no joke. That shit is no fun either.
Right.
But as I got older, like 11, 12, that's when I started stealing shit at stores and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get fly. Um, so shit is just wild, man. Ain't no parents, ain't no God, no parental guidance in the house. When I do go home, you know, it's a party, and if those times when she didn't have, I had to take care of it because she was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Doing all them drugs. They go out on the binges and they be done for like 2, 3, 4, 5 days. You heard until they get their shit together back again. Um, so it was wild, man. It was like I didn't want to go back home, and when I did go home, it's like, damn, I didn't want to, because I was sleeping in abandoned cars and shit, like buildings and all kinds of, like, I really didn't want to go home, bro. Like the smoking that shit was foggy. You heard? I used to sleep in the hallway on a baby mattress because
Wow.
I ain't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was wild. You know how they play cards all night and all that. They be playing cards, getting high and all that. So that shit was like an everyday thing, bro. Yeah,
So
so I just started wilding, man. Just started getting into more shit, more shit. Um, I got tired of that shit. Like I got tired of that shit. So there was an ACS worker that was still involved from the time that from when I first had the ACS case. Like that shit never really closed. Like they were always doing like investigations or keeping up. I guess you could say.
right.
Um, the social worker I had was Mr. Grogan. Fucking I got tired of this shit, man. I called him like, yo, I can't do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom's a smoking crack, ain't no clothes, ain't no food. Like, I'm in the streets. Plus, I was on the run for an assault and a robbery. But it worked out at the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I ended up going to like group homes and shit. I went to the group home and all that, and
Wow.
by going to the group home, the case that I was running from, I got lost in the system, like in a good way, you heard? Because
Mm-hmm.
now they don't know where to look for me at. Because it's like, that shit is like three fucking levels deep. You know what I'm saying? There's different agencies, like
Right.
Mad Young. Um, I'm wilding out in the group homes now. They send me to like a residential, like a campus and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I end up going to AWOL from there. I go back to the neighborhood. This is like a year and a half later, bro. I ain't been in the
Why?
hood.
Why? Why did you dip? Why did you leave and go AWOL?
Honestly, bro, like at that particular time, it was just I didn't want to be where I was at. It was a locked down campus, bro. Like I mean, it was co-ed, but I was like the youngest one there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like I wanted to do my own shit. Like plus, I wanted to go back to the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Maybe figure something out.
Yeah.
Something I don't know. I'm just young and dumb, bro. Just on my stupid shit.
Was there a lot
So
of violence in that group home?
oh yeah, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of fights and shit. Staff is beating us up and all that. Um, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There was one group home I was in Castle Hill. Me and this other kid, we was the youngest. We was like 12 and 13 at the time. Everybody else 16, 17, 18. It's like an independent living house. You know what I'm saying? You come and go as you please type shit. You got a curfew, you get allowance, all that bullshit. But that shit ain't really running the way it sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had this one staff in there. You know what I'm saying? We used to have to pay the toll to come in the house. We had to take body
Wow.
shots to get in the crib. Like at the door, bro. I'm talking
The
about like,
staff?
yeah, the staff, bro. Like, you want to come in the house, you're gonna have to take all these body shots. Don't fucking us up. But that shit wasn't something I wasn't used to. So it was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Um, But yeah, wild shit goes on in there, man. That shit, mad
Gotcha.
wild shit goes in the group home, bro. That shit is like the learning. It's the field, like how could you say it? It's the OJT for fucking corrections, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
it's like the farm system. They're just preparing you for all that. So,
yeah, they just getting you ready, bro. That's all it is.
so you dip from there. Now you back. What, running the streets? Same thing.
So I ain't last a day. I ain't last 24 hours, bro. I went back to the hood. I went to my mom's house. I seen my co-defendant at the time that we had caught a case. He seen me. I seen him. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? Man, mind you, I've been on the run for like a year and a half already. You know what I'm saying? So um, I'm at my mother's house. I ain't been here in some time.
Yeah.
It's like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. They knock on the door. My mom's trying to get me to like try to hold them off, and I can go down the fire escape type shit. Shit wasn't working, bro. They got in there. They cuffed me up. I put my shit on. They cuffed me up. They brought me in, and then it was a wrap from there. They brought me to Spofford. I went to Spofford. I was there for like a month, and then the group home that I was in decided to take me back with a condition of release. Right?
Mhm.
So now I'm in their care, but they're responsible for me, like with like the bullshit charge now. Like they got to pay extra attention to me now.
Mhm.
I'm there, not feeling it. I dip again.
Mhm.
Fucking go back to the hood. I'm back there. I go to the spot. Just on my, I just came. Whatever the case may be.
Well,
Some
DVS,
shit.
let me bring it back to that first time. 24 hours. I mean, you weren't even around like that. Do you think somebody told on you? What's your theory?
My co-defendant definitely told on me. Um,
He knew you had the warrants.
well, he had got off. Like he never made it to juvie. Like I
Mhm.
dipped. I already went to the group home and all that shit. So they never had anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That all that time passed, he was already doing whatever he had to do, whether it was an outside program or probation or whatever the fuck it was. Um, you know, he took care of that shit already. But I guess one of the conditions was, you know what I'm saying? Because when he got caught, they didn't know it was us. You know what I'm saying? It was two other
Mhm.
people. He ended up telling, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so, they knew. So once he seen me or whatever, I guess he spoke to whoever it is that arrested him, or I had to fucking deal with him, and they
Mhm.
came and they fucking knocked on that door, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
So the
shit.
so the second time, how long did you last this time? Did you beat your 24
24
hours
hours.
again?
24 hours, less than 24 hours, bro.
The second
So
time
the
that you
second
left?
time, less than
Wow.
24 hours, bro. I go to the spot. I buy some butter, a little bit of money on me. You know what I'm saying? I just fucking dipped from Ellenwood Academy all the way from Spring Valley, New York, all the way to the city, walking over the George Washington Bridge. Like we wild, like
Wow.
um. So I'm there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there's some shit going on with the residency. The person that owns the house is saying that the person that's there don't live there. But
Mm.
they're trying to say, yo, I got mail here. They pulling the mail bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I got mail here. They call the police. Police come now. Everybody's like, yo, everything's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my shit. Y'all ain't gotta move. Yeah. For whatever reason, bro, they wasn't respecting his shit, bro. They locked all of us up, and supposedly there was a gun in the house, so they threw the gun on me.
Mhm.
So I ended up violating for the condition of release, and now I got a new one.
Yeah.
So I go to trial for the gun charge, and I'm like, yo, that shit was nowhere near around me. Like, they fingerprints, nothing. That shit ain't
Right.
even mine. You know what I'm saying? Um, so go to trial, beat the shit, fucking. But I still got the condition of release. So they're like, yo, listen, you got to go upstate now. You got to go to detention. Like you got to go sentence upstate. So I'm like, all right. So they give me 9 months to 12 months. It's really 9 months. You can come see the committee or the judge, and they like, yo, listen, you doing your shit. We gonna release you. But I ain't had nowhere to go, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I ain't had nobody. Nobody was coming to get me. So that 9 months turned into like 2.5, almost 3 years, bro.
Wow. So just talk about your experience in there for those 2.5 to 3 years. I mean, I say it's pretty wild in there.
Nah,
Kind
yeah, definitely, man. So I go through Crossroads, then I go through Spofford, then I go to Bridges, and then I go to my facility. I'm in a cash residential. It's a non-secure, but it's like in the middle of nowhere. We walk in, we got the you know
Right.
the tans and the reds and all that. We on our hands behind our back, like a YLA kind of situation, but not really.
What's
Um,
that, like a boot camp type of
yeah,
deal?
YLA is a youth leadership academy. That's where the camos, you marching, all that shit. Um, that shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could deal with it. So I'm there, whatever, get into a few fights and whatnot. Uh, get into a bad fight. They move me to Tryon. I go to Tryon. I'm in Tryon now. Shit is it's not really like I ain't got problems with dudes my age. You know, dudes that's in there. I got problems with the COs, the staff, and all that. They from all the way up there. They hear my accent. Well, not accent, the way I talk and all that. And at that particular time, um, I'm super interested in Islam. You heard? So
Hmm.
like I grew up around it. I've been through it. My friends is they're like devout Muslims, but they trailed off. You know what I'm saying? Their family, old family is like devout Muslim, but um, lost their way some way somehow. But it still had a big influence on me. So uh, the staff there sees me. I'm there for like I don't know for a little bit already, and he
Yeah.
presses me like, "Yo, where you from?" I'm like Brooklyn, Flatbush. Now, when I said that shit, they heard the way I said it. They used to like white boys up there being like, "Oh, fucking Johnstown or something." You know what I'm saying? Like some country shit.
Hmm.
And you know that shit made him angry, bro. The way I was talking, like how my demeanor was, the way I said it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming from the streets. You know what I'm saying? I done been through the shits already. So yeah, even though I didn't intentionally mean to say it with like a it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
came out that way. You know what I'm saying? Flatbush, Brooklyn, like
Right.
oh fuck. You know what I'm saying? So he sees me again and he finds out that I'm interested in Islam and I'm studying the Quran and I got one and all that and whatever the case may be. So he asked me one day when I'm going to the shower, I got my shower slippers, my towel, my soap dish, my wash rag, and my change up, you heard? So walk into the shower. It's one person at a time. Like they ran that shit like it was a super fucking duper max. Like there
Hmm.
was no movement, no wreck like that. Like the shit was like wow. So it's one person at a time for the bathroom and the shower. So I close my cell and all that. I go to the shower. Before I get to the shower, he's like, "Yo, come here." Puts me on the wall. He's like, "Yo, what are you?" And as soon as I said, "I'm Muslim," yo, bro, before the M could come out of my mouth on a Muslim, bro, on the end of it, yo, bro, I'm talking about these CO, these staff are like redneck country corn-fed fucking boys. You know what I'm saying? They like he live in bales of hay and all that. Like strong for his axis, bro.
Hmm.
Now, mind you, I'm small. I'm skinny, bro. I'm young. I'm like maybe fucking 90 pounds, maybe. You know what I'm saying? 100 and something pounds, maybe. Yo, he picks me up so high, bro. He slams me on that floor, bro. He knocked me out, bro.
Out cold.
Well, out cold, bro. I woke up. Oh, fucking scramble for my slippers like Trump. I want my shoes on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get my
Yep.
fucking slippers and shit. You might do this again. Let me have some dignity or something. You know what I mean?
And you
Fuck
woke
me
up
in the,
what, right there in like the day room,
like,
or they put you in a
nah,
cell,
right there. Nah,
like at
nah,
the wall?
like I'm talking about like, boom, like I hit the floor. I like shit turned off, bro. And then I woke
Mhm.
up. I'm still on the floor where he slammed me at. Like he walked
Wow.
up.
What? Oh,
You know what
good.
I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So I'm out. I wake up. Oh, trying to put my shit back on and try to, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you better not fucking move. Now,
Mm.
mind you, I'm like, oh shit. That's when he takes me, throws the cuffs on me, and brings me to the day room. Now they got nothing but rugs in the day room, bro.
Mm.
Yo, bro, just him, bro. He over there fucking rubbing my face into the fucking carpet, bro, like a Hoover vacuum cleaner, bro. Think about it. So you got one leg and his arm, the handcuffs, and then he's fucking,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like pushing, like on some football shit. Like, when you push the racks, like
Yep.
pushing my shit. Yo, bro, my shit was fucked up, bro. Like, Everybody, and that was the thing. You know who was who and what was what. If kids had rug burns, you're like,
Mhm.
yeah, stay away from him, bro. They on him. Like he got
I
a
mean, how do
problem
you
with the
feel
staff.
about a grown man doing that to a kid? Because it seems like in juvenile, like the violence, the staff on resident or whatever they call them is a lot more. Seems like violent because it's obviously like you said, you're 90 pounds, 100 pounds. It's young kids, man, 12, 13-year-olds getting slammed by like steroid head dudes, like military dudes, man. I've seen it myself. So like,
Yeah, bro.
how do you feel about that, man? That's kind of whack, bro.
So as a youngin, it's like, yo, like you ain't gonna win this shit, bro. You gonna have to just take the beating. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did most of the time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I take the beating and all that. But when I got older, bro, like my thing is I pop on police, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna do that shit to me again, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm older now. I'm a grown ass man. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anytime the police try some funny shit, bro, I make sure I go in on their ass.
Wow. Yeah.
You
No,
know what
I
I'm
hear.
saying? So that's really what it did. It really gave me trauma, PTSD, fucking triggered by a lot of shit. Like I
You.
be feeling bad for these young boys that get pulled over and frisked up and fucking hemmed up. That shit used to happen to me. You know how the shit go when you younger
Yeah.
and all that. You fucking throwing on the ball, credit card swipe, fondue and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
like ragdoll. They talk.
yeah. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Um, now, yo, if that shit happened to me, bro, I'm fucking around gonna be on the news, bro.
Yeah. Spazzing.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, bro. I just feel bad for them because it's like if they start doing that to the older heads that already had the abuse coming through the
Mhm.
system as young as, man, you could start some fucking problems, bro.
Yeah, and they wonder why people are messed up, and it's so hard to rehabilitate sometimes because of even though the physical pain and the physical abuse, but it sticks with the mental a lot
But you
longer.
know what it is too, bro. It sticks.
With
It's not
hell.
even. It's not even. I can't even say it's the police. It's the police, but I can't even say it's the actual police. It's the actual character of the person or the individual in the uniform. And a lot of times, it's the same character, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They all got the same complexes. They got the same insecurities.
Prototype.
They got, you know what I'm saying? They got authority problems. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is they want to. I don't know, bro. But
Mm-hmm. It's all.
yeah, bro.
So what happens? You eventually get out because of what? You like get to you
So
adult. You kind of
so
age.
they come to the point where it's like, yo, we can't keep him on a charge that he's already done the time for. We can't keep on extending his, like, we can't keep on
Yeah.
doing this. Like, it came to the point where, like, in my last year, I'm like, yo, I'm chilling out. Like, I don't want to be here till I'm 18. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let me chill the fuck out. Um, they find a group home that's willing to take me again, bro. So now they find a group home. It takes about 6 months. You gotta send a packet. You gotta send this, that, fucking psych social, all kinds of shit. They gotta have a whole pamphlet ready.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they finally accept me and they like, yo, listen, we gonna release you, but you gonna be on like parole for juveniles,
Yeah.
but you going back to the group home. So I'm like, yo, it's better than being here. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no hope. At 18 was like, yo, I'm just gonna be here till I'm 18. You know what I'm saying? But when they came up with that group home shit, I was like, oh, there's some light at the end of the tunnel. This shit, you heard?
Yeah.
So I go to the group home. I'm chilling now. I done did some time and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Been through the group home, the forced home, and all that. Um, I'm there. Shit starts getting weird. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm out of here, bro. Get the
How so?
fuck out.
How so? Just
Just
seeing what's going
just
on
seeing weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like um
from the other like kids there or staff both.
staff, both. You know what I'm saying? Like you got mad weird shit going on. So I'm like, yo, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm
Now,
gone.
at that point, is that gonna violate your
So it did,
whole
but
thing?
I I I mean I wasn't honestly I wasn't really thinking. I was just trying to get away. Like I
Yeah,
was just like, yo, I'm out of here, bro. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like this shit is not for me. Um so I'm in the streets now. Now I'm on my robbing shit. You know what I'm saying? I was robbing shit before, but now like I'm older now. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a different kind of robbery. You know what I'm saying? It's not no run your pockets, let me get your lunch money
Mhm.
type shit. This is like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out there shaking and moving. Um, I'm getting by. You know what I'm saying?
Are you
Like
doing it like this lone wolf style, or like
long,
who are you running
like
with your
nah,
old school friends?
so I've always at this time I was banging Crip since I was fucking 11, 12, bro. So it's to the point where I don't even have to like say, yo, what's I'm this. It's just oh shit, that's you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows, you know what I'm saying? So
It's understood, no
um
better to be said at that point.
facts. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So um I'm doing that shit. I ended up getting arrested for a gun charge when I'm 18. Um when I left juvie and I went to that group home, I was 16 and a half, almost 17.
Okay.
So I'm on a run for like a year. Not run, but I'm out doing my own thing for like a year. Um get caught up for a gun charge. Immediately I cop out to the fucking put it on the island. Let me get that year. I'll
Mm.
be home in 8 months, you know what I'm saying? Um
So
go to
talk about
Rikers.
that first time you get to Rikers, bro.
So
I mean, we hear the stories. We seen the documentaries. You know,
so now yeah, I know for most like yo, that shit is a nightmare, you know what I'm saying? But for me it's just like I gotta tell you, bro, like the group homes, the foster homes, the juvenile shit, bro, that shit is like it's they're all the same, bro. Like
you
it's so comfortable.
transition.
It's the transition and the steps is like Rikers Island is like I know this shit sounds crazy, bro, but like a second home, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that shit, but like when you in there and you really like dragging your nuts and doing what you want to do, bro, like
Yeah,
you're not with nothing. Um, that shit is like the funnest bit you could possibly have. They call Rikers Island Coney Island. You know what I mean?
right.
You can
With
go in there and you can shake
fairness,
ass, bro. You
right?
can
Yeah.
be in everything and anything. Whatever you want to be into, bro, you can find a lane for it. If you like
Now, what
that,
if
you
you
can.
wanted to fall back? Are you able to fall back, or is somebody gonna test you? You're gonna have to eventually be.
So, I mean, so put it like this. So somebody that's getting locked up that's never had any kind of history with the system and all that, fallback is you're gonna go with the program. Like if you're not willing to put in work or your shit doesn't ring from previous events, you're gonna have to give up a phone call to get on the phone. You're gonna be paying money to fucking live in a house. Like if you go to commissary, dude's gonna be on you. You're just gonna be on a slot time, bro. Like you're gonna be a nondescript. You know what I'm saying? And you're
I
just
mean,
gonna be
does
on
it
your
take
bunk.
standing up for yourself once or twice? So you getting busy, show people that you ain't really gonna be
Yo, if you
extorted.
don't do it the first time, if you don't do it on the first one, I'm talking about you can't let nothing slide. If you don't do it on the first one and make that bell go off, you want your name to be flown around before you even get to the house, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
start
And then
bumping into a lot of these people from like group homes in
so
juvenile system.
that's
No, New York
that's
City big. I know. So
nah, it's not. It's really not, bro. Yo, bro, every bid that I get on, bro, whether it's from not even a bid, bro, from all the way from foster care to fucking corrections, bro. I was with dudes that I was in the system with, bro.
yeah,
Like we all
in the
went through this
system
shit. We was
together.
all in the system running through this shit. Whether we saw in juvenile, foster home, group home, fucking whatever. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you make sure your resume is good. Out here in New York, it's different. Like your resume is you got to start that shit from young, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It
Put
can't
in
be
your
you
own work.
30. You can't be 35 talking about I'm the guy. Ain't
Right.
nobody heard of you before. Like you ain't never been nowhere. You ain't never did nothing. Like with anomaly, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, it's something that comes with it starts from when you're young, bro. I remember even before going to Spofford, bro. Me and my little crew was like, yo, it's not if, it was when. Yo, when you get to Spofford, bro, you better hold it down. You better not be nothing.
Hmm.
And we would be like, yo, I'm not gonna be with nothing. And then we joke with each other, now you gonna be the one that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? And then when we got there, we just made sure we stood on our square and just kept it, all the way, whatever it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we was brought up. So that shit wasn't like foreign to us. Like, oh shit, no violence. No, listen, bro. It's something that's taught from a very young age, bro. I already knew where I was headed. Like
So
I knew what time it was.
with your affiliation in Rikers, were you guys the minority compared to
So
the other side?
on that particular bid in New York State, there's not a lot of Crips, bro. Like and the ones, well, so there. it starts off with a lot of Crips, and then the real rights always stay real right, and everybody else usually goes on some, you know, be quiet, just ride this out. Hopefully, you know what I mean. I get by, nobody knows.
Mm.
But when your shit is known, like, bro, it is what it is.
Public enemy number one, almost.
Yeah, well, nah, because there's a lot of real rights, bro, that get it in. I'm talking about I was in Fishkill, man, and I had two of the lokes that's from the from Brooklyn, one's from Flatbush and one's from Utica and all that. Over there in Crown Heights. Pete Gutter and my son Rockefeller. On walkways, bro. During program time. They coming back to the house talking about, yo, I just got it in with the big homie for the ahs.
Mm-hmm.
And my son made it back to the house. Like, yeah, I put him in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, after you do that, your shit's work, your shit is real good. You pretty much all right, son. Like, you might have to get it in every once in a blue, but 9 times out of 10, your shit been rocking, the bell been ringing, and your name is known. Ain't nobody really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to be like manipulated by one of these fuckers to really be, you know what I'm saying, thrown to the wolves like that. Just crash dummy shit. You know what I mean?
Got you.
But that's rare.
That first year, so you say you got a year for a gun, right? For that first one, that first bid, that whole bid's in Rikers Island, or how does that work?
Yeah, whole thing is on Rikers Island.
You don't get no minimum or nothing like that. Okay.
No, straight Rikers Island. You do go to a sentence building though. You go to the for the sentence.
Gotcha.
County time, because anything under a year is county. Anything a year and a day is state time.
Okay. Got you. A little bit different than Massachusetts. You could do up to 2.5, and they can even hit you with like some on and afters too, what some people do. But
so the only time you would do more than like 8 months on sentence inside of the Rikers Island is when you got like they call it 2 bullets running wild. So you took 2 bullets running consecutive. So you do your 8 months for your 1 year, and then you'll start the other 8 months for the other year, and then you'll get out. You know what I'm saying?
From and after, on and after, it's the same thing, different terminology. Yeah. I see what you're saying. So you get out. What's that looking like? You on any sort of probation or anything like that?
So nah, you ain't get no. I ain't get no probation. It was a flat. Take that, and then you go back to doing whatever it is that you plan on doing.
Okay.
I came out.
Did you learn your lesson in there?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So I came out. Still on my bullshit. Back to the same program, same agenda. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to be a lot smarter this time. You know what I'm saying? Right. So. I contact somebody that I was in a group home with, supposed to be like my brother, but he was like my brother, man. Like, he was a Latin King, I was Crip, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere I went, I was repping, I was getting it in. It didn't matter. I was always that one to what's up, you know what I'm saying? Like on my bullshit. So me and him had I guess a good click, because he was kind of on the same time, but a little bit quieter, you know what I mean? So I come out, I link up with him. I'm like, yo, son, I need a spot. Like, you got a room for me or something? Like, you got something I could, you know what I mean? This particular time, he's messing with a female. She's a part of the same organization. Her mom's owns a house in Staten Island, and they got the whole organization in the house, bro. Like, everybody's renting rooms. So this house is all king. And I'm the only Crip in there. You were rocking beads and flags and all that, coming back and forth from Brooklyn, stolen cars, and I'm on my bullshit. I'm on my shit. I'm there for a little bit. Came back from doing some wild shit or whatever. I'm smoking my weed. Somebody come back to the crib like, yo, we up there getting it in. I don't even know these dudes like that. I've been keeping it real smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really, like, there's nothing to really talk about. You know what I'm saying? We're both on different, lifestyles. Is the only way I could say it. And we're only showing respect for one another because my mans. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all shit that has not been said, but is understood. So, somebody come back to the crib. Once I hear my man is up there, I run up there, boop, boop, get it in. Now, mind you, they're fighting like 20 people, bro. Fucking, there's only like 5 of them. They come back, they got me though, so there's 6. Um, get up there, get it in. They've been fighting for like 15 minutes already. Like this, it wasn't no like just happening. Like this is something that's been taking place for quite some time. So when I get up there, I'm fresh. I get it in, um, drop, and then I don't know. I guess somewhere along the lines, motherfuckers got tired of fighting, bro. They just started stabbing shit, bro. You know what I mean? So
On
um,
both sides, kind
no,
of.
no, no, no. Just our side, 5 against 20. I mean,
Yep.
you know,
Even
um,
odds a little bit with.
I guess yeah, you could say yeah. So um, once the police see somebody bleeding and getting poked up, they've been watching for like the whole fight, bro. Like the whole shit, even before I got there. So they decided to flash their lights, whoop, whoop, and they jump out. This particular time, I'm in so in midst of getting it in, I'm pinging off the motherfuckers now. You know what I'm saying? So once I see the lights, I'm like, oh shit. I get on my get low shit. I run behind somebody's backyard. I climb up on their garage roof and I lay there for like 45 minutes. And the whole time I'm laying there, I'm hearing the police cars ride around. Like you hear them horses running, you heard? I'm like, oh shit, them shits is powerful. So I'm on the roof. I know somebody just passed. Rest in peace to the victim and all that. It could have been. We all. I mean, I knew that it could have been any one of us. You know what I'm saying? I knew when I went up there. I knew what the consequences could have possibly been, and I still went. You know what I'm saying? I hope the same mindset was with everybody else too. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be really fucked up to go up there and not really have those intentions, and then you be the one to get the fucking shit under the stick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the roof, and I hear in the beginning, yo, somebody get an ambulance. He's gonna bleed out. So son is bleeding out now. They trying to get him, they put him in an ambulance or whatever, but he didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? He passed before he got to the hospital. So now I'm waiting. I go and I chill under somebody's porch to the house connected to that I was just on. And I wait there for like 45 minutes. And then I go in front of the house, I take off my shoes and my shirt and smoke a cigarette, act like I lived there. And mind you, this shit just happened 1 block away. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit just took place 2-3 hours ago. So I'm like, yo, how do I get out of here? I try to find a way, but there's a way to get there to the house that I was living in through, a block and a train track, and I could jump down. So I get over there, I do that, I get down. I'm on the land for like 2 weeks now. The I guess the big homie or whatever was trying to get me to help me get off the island, because that was the main goal. I'm like, yo, I don't want to stay here no more. I want to get the fuck out of here. So he's trying to help me get up out of here. He ends up bringing me to homicide and gang intelligence.
Wow.
So now, I get caught for this body charged with murder in a second.
Did they already have like anybody else, co-defendants or anybody else?
They had everybody. So so there was 6 of us. So one of them got released because the big homie of the organization decided to give up my vest and my guns. So when they got me, it's kind of like a swap. You know what I mean? Like they let him go, but off the fact that they handed me over and they gave them the weapons and shit. Well, not evidence of that. That's some other shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit never even came up, bro. It was just like a get out of jail free, like a bail kind of situation. Like, what you need? You need him and this. Like, we'll give you everything. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So as I went in, he went out. So it was a swap. So we going to court now. 18 to life. First offer.
No bail, I take it, right? Then
remand, bro. Fucking remand, bro. I wasn't expecting no bail. I had nowhere to fucking go.
What do you do? Wait, you sit up back to Rikers Island and
right straight back to Rikers Island. You start trial or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
What's going through your mind, bro, when they talk about 18 to 20? I mean, are you
18 to life? I told my lawyer immediately at that particular time. He said, "Yo, they offered me 18 to life." I said, "Yo, I will take the 18 flat right now. What's up?" He looked at me like, "Yo, chill out, kid. Like, we still got some time. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't even start yet." Right. I'm like, "Yo, bro, 18 flat right now. I'll be home in the best shape of my life. I'm 19. I'd have been home at 36, 35 or some shit like that." You know what I'm saying?
Weighing the risk versus reward? Like, you just didn't want that L, pretty much? So
I don't want the L. Because the L, 18 to turn into 30, bro. They
Right. And
hit
if
you.
you get in life at that young age, I mean, what if
It's
you
over, bro.
what if you live to 100? That's 80 years, bro. You do the
But
shit.
nah, eventually, so at the particular time, it was they're deucing you at the board. They're giving you 24 months for anything. Nature of crime, fucking your disciplinary report, you looked at them wrong, you smelled funny. It doesn't matter, bro. They're fucking hitting you 24. It's see you in 2 years type shit. It doesn't matter, bro. If you had every fucking program under the sun. They recently changed that because of everything that's taking place. They started letting nonviolence and lifers go. But at that particular time, I ain't know nothing about that. Bro. All I know is I don't want nothing with a fucking L on it. Let me get a flat bit. You know what I'm saying? Flat 18 right here is not too shabby. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll go in a stupid dumb motherfucker, but I'll come out a real intelligent. I was thinking already this shit was going on in my head. I'm gonna take college or whatever. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And that's where I was at. 18. Let me get 18 flat right now. He looked at me like, yo, calm down, kid. Yeah, slow down, kid. Like, yo, chill. And then, then the next one was I think they came with 15 and 10, and then we went to trial. And we go to trial, first hearing, mad missing evidence, lack of evidence.
Let me rewind. Why didn't you said this came with 15 and 10. You were willing to take 18. Why didn't you take like the 10? Was it because it was still 10 to life, or
Nah, so at this particular time when he told me that 18 to L, he's like, yo, listen, we don't go to trial because the only way that could possibly take place, like if they wanted to, it would be like you would have to get a severance, like it would have to be weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? So in order for us to take our plea at the time, when they finally came to us after like our first hearing, if my code D that originally, admitted to, poking son up, if he didn't want to take that offer, it was a wrap. We was going to trial. So they came at him with 13 and a half, 10 and 5. So me and my other code D looking at him like, if you don't take this shit, like, we going to trial. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? So I said, yo, 13 and a half ain't too fucking shabby for a fucking body, bro. Like, I jump on that shit right now for you. Like, if we all, you know what I'm saying? So, thank God he took that shit and he didn't want to get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was our first hearing, bro. Like, if we would have went further, it would have been like a 50-50, bro. Like, if we would have went to trial, like, we would have probably we could have possibly, maybe on some technicalities or some lack of, but if not, bro,
it wasn't a slam dunk.
Nah,
in this type
like
of thing.
It was just at that particular hearing was like, yo, listen, we gonna go back in chambers and we gonna come with something, because it made the officers look real bad. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they was watching that shit for so long, you know what I'm saying, it showed that they could have prevented this shit from happening way before it ever took place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there was a lot of technicalities and all that, but yeah, bro, fucking I'd have took 10 if they, you know what I'm saying, without no funny shit or some fucked up shit or having my code D, put in a fucked up situation. Right. Yeah, 10 right now. Let's go.
So 7, what ends up happening? Do you go to trial? Do you take it all the way?
Nah, so we went to hearing, our first hearing, and that's when all this evidence that was, lack of the negligence on the officer's behalf, the fact that he was watching shit, the lawyers was going in so bad that the judge had to say, yo, listen, you're beating a dead horse. We gonna go in the chambers, come in the chambers. They went over there, they did their thing, they came back with the offer, and it was a wrap. 13 and a half, 10 and 5. I can't beat that, bro.
Okay. So what did you take for time?
5.
What was your sentence? 5 years?
5. Yeah.
Okay, so you made out pretty so how'd you feel about that? You felt good with that plea, I take it?
Of course. But there was a lot of other shit that was going on in the midst of that shit. You got to remember, I went up there for my mans, and he the one that ended up turning on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, these codes that I got that I'm fighting this case with, I don't know them. I mean,
how do you feel about that, about your mans, right? Because it seems like you never really had like your family to really be that tight with you and to be that, support system. So I'm sure your boys on the street was probably like your brothers, you know what I mean? I mean, did you feel betrayed? I mean, did you start to get the game and everything different?
So it hit harder with me because we came through the same kind of struggle. Even though we was on opposite, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't in the same affiliation, we still had the same trauma, and then we went through the same shit, and we had this this bond that was it's hard to find because you got to meet people that been through shit like you to really have a real connection. Whether
Mhm.
trauma, it really does affect how people come together. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it would have been different, but at the same time, I can only be real with myself. There's a lot of red flags that I overlooked, bro.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, so uh, I was hurt, but I wasn't like shocked, bro.
right.
You know what I mean? Like it was just I've been told on before. Like I had a
Of
code that
course,
told
with
me
you
when I
being
was
locked up too, man. Like, I mean, everybody's getting told on by their man. Everybody got the same story, kinda. You know what I mean? Somebody's telling on them that they wouldn't think. So like you said, it's not shocking.
it's not shocking, and it's like my shit is you fucked up your whole resume is done now. You know what I mean? Like your whole jacket is fucked, so you better never get locked up again. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
you better not have any kind of fucking interaction with nothing or nothing. Um, I don't know. At the end of it, I kind of felt bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
your life is fucked now. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that
Right.
sounds crazy, bro,
Well, you
but it's
came out
like
on the other end of that probably better. You didn't have no, your jacket ain't messed up and you ain't
I
only
mean,
got
first and
5.
foremost, I mean that's that's what should be worried about first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Like we knew what we was doing. I knew the intentions of when I do shit, I know the consequences and my intentions. So I know
Mhm.
that by me going forward, there's consequences, and if I get jammed up, I gotta deal with those consequences. That's why 18 flat wasn't too fucking shabby, bro.
Right.
How many other times it's done happen and I ain't get caught for it? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? How many other times? You know what I'm saying? So let me get that shit right now. I want that shit all day.
So how's it working in the state prison then? You get what? You get your time, you go to like a classification joint or
So you on an island, you end up getting sentenced or whatever the case may be. Now you gotta wait on the island for like a month and a half, 2 months for the state come and get you. So now you just waiting. They come and get you. They bring you to either if you got a if you got anything 5 and above and it's violent, you going to downstate. If you got anything 5 and below and it's non-violent, you going to Ulster. So I went to downstate. Went to downstate. I stood there for like a month and a half, close to 2 months, and then you just in your cell, 23-on-1, bro. Like
Mhm.
single man cell. Like you can talk through the door and all that, you read your books and all that, but ain't no real interaction unless you go into the yard. The reception sucks, bro. So nobody's really trying to talk to nobody. The COs don't want you talking to each other. Like
Mhm.
shit is wild. So you go there and then they send you to your jail. I ended up going to Fishkill, um, which was not too bad. You know what I'm saying? It was a few cuttings, stabbings and shit, but it's really the COs, bro. Them
Wow.
COs is fucking notoriously ruthless, bro. Like they catch bodies on a regular basis. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, does
Like,
it ever get to a point where like the inmates, the so-called inmates kind of want to band together and kind of stand up against the
yo, bro, let me tell you
those
something. That's Atticus times you're talking. That's Atticus shit, bro.
Mhm.
That's long gone with, bro. I know killers. I'm talking about killers, bro. Them COs put them on the wall, bro.
Mhm.
You in compliance, bro. You're
Yeah.
gonna you're gonna get what the get right. You're gonna act right, and you're not gonna do no dumb shit because you're gonna die.
Yeah, I had somebody on that went to Lakeview, the boot camp
Yeah,
over there.
yeah, yeah.
They put hands on
Shot,
people there too.
shot. Yo, bro. Yo, Lakeview. Yo, there's no rules in Lakeview, bro. Like
Mhm.
if yo, bro, they got a beat up squad in there, like, and they will fuck you up bad. I'm talking about like disfigure you, bro,
Mhm. That's
and then
wild.
send you to another jail and be like, yo,
Well,
should have kept your mouth shut, type shit. You know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, because a lot of them dudes they see that the women or dudes' wives come up, because shock is really for like you know kingpins and drug dealers and shit like that's
yeah.
really like getting to the bag, and they caught a good one. You know what I mean? They got a good lawyer. They
Mhm.
fell in the fucking parameters of fucking, you know what I mean? Like they had the cake. You know what I'm saying? So these COs know that. You know what I mean? Like they know. I know I can send you upstate because You might have 7 years, but you might been already down in the state for a year and a half, 2 years, and you got called for shock. I know for a fact I can fuck all this up.
Right.
You be doing your whole bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like they get nasty with it. And then if you got a bad shorty or wife and they feeling her and they think that you a lame or whatever the case may be, bro, they put the targets on you, it's over, bro.
Damn.
They're real nasty, bro. They're real sick individuals, bro.
Absolutely. At what point do you have a shift in your mindset where it's like, I don't know, you start to change for the better, or does this not happen during this?
Oh no, it happens. It happens somewhere along the lines, somewhere in the time of being on Rikers Island and ready to take that 18. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
every time before we went to hearings, it was yo, I'm ready to take whatever without a life on it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what's going on? You know what I mean? So um, somewhere in that time, knowing that I was ready to take all that time, and then catching five is like yo, it would be disrespectful to the person that lost their life in your
Mm.
case to fucking do some dumb shit and just fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm into the the universe and all that. Some the warrior's way and you know what I'm saying and all that shit. So you know in a weird way I took it as yo this man had to die for me to really see who I had to be. You know what I'm saying? To become a man that I need to be. You know what I mean? I know that sounds fucked up the most, but um, that's the only way I could chalk it up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the silver lining. You try to find that. What kind of things were you doing with your time to try to change for the better? I mean, did you pursue education? Like, did you try to get a GED?
So
Uh,
yeah, definitely. I went in there with my math grade level like in fucking second grade, bro. Um,
mhm,
I dropped out in fourth grade. I stopped going to school. I already told you that, but
mhm,
um, yeah, my reading wasn't too good either. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be able to read and comprehend, but nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was, yo, I want to go in here and I want to get my GED. I want to get some college credits. You know what I'm saying? I want to go in here and really like sharpen this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was out there doing wild, crazy shit. I know I got the oomph. You know what I mean? But
mhm.
there's got to be some wit and some brains behind the shit. So I'm like, yo, this is only time for me to sharpen my shit up. You know what I mean? Like become, who I need to become.
Yeah.
So it was just I didn't want to be around no negativity. I mean, it is what it is. We can do whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
I really didn't want to be around that shit. So, I did my hit in the bag, boxing, pull ups, dips and push ups, and schooling. That's all I did for my first year up north, man. My shit was like a 2.4 math level and like a 4 point something reader level, bro. I got my shit to a 10th grade reading and math within a
Mhm.
year, bro. Like I stood in my shit and threw my shits on and just
Did
zoned
that,
out, you know what I'm saying?
start to build your confidence?
Oh yeah, especially when I started learning like math equations and formulas and all that and really like having time to really like get into this shit. Um Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, it
Yep.
definitely did because I wasn't really into the school shit, bro. Like I was never into the school shit, bro.
Hmm.
The clothes and the food thing was the main thing on my mind. So I wouldn't be able to sit in school with my shit dirty and fucked up and my stomach growling. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't pay attention to nothing he was telling me.
Hmm.
When I get out of here, where am I going? What am I doing? What am I eat? You know what I'm saying? I gotta go back to this crack house.
Right.
Fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm not thinking about shit. Nothing y'all saying. So
Yeah.
um
Did you find yourself starting like actually liking learning and liking school?
no, bro.
Which,
Like the fact. So I think about it, right? And I think about, yo, if I'd have had the basic necessities of safety, security, and clothing and food, right?
mhm,
There's no fucking telling where I could have excelled at. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'd have had that nurture versus nature shit, really, you know what I mean? Like, uh, I probably would have never went through the shit I went through, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I really do wish it was something that I was able to catch earlier.
right.
You know what I mean? Because right when now that I think about it, as I was learning those formulas and I was doing shit and I was achieving getting hundreds and 90s and all that, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit,
Who would have thought, right? Surprise.
After all, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, um, yeah, bro. I wish I just had the opportunity to do that shit at a younger age.
No
The
doubt.
safety, the security, and the food and the clothing, because that's the only thing that I was really worried about, bro. Everything else was like,
Yeah. Like I said, the basics for
yeah,
what's basic for most people was you trying to get that by
yeah.
yourself as a young kid, man. So it's definitely a messed up situation. When you start to get closer to wrapping this thing up, right? I mean, do
hmm
you start to develop a plan,
So
or is it more just the mindset change that's
I
kind
used to have nightmares when I was up north, right? And it's a double edged sword because some of the best sleep that I've ever had in my life has been in jail.
of
I know that sounds wild to most that's listening, but yeah, bro. Like I want to say, like my last 2 years, man, I started really like digging in because I ain't had nowhere to go, bro. I ain't had nobody saying, yo, you can come live here. And like, I ain't had nobody, you know what I mean? So I knew I had to go to a halfway house. I knew I had to get this, get that. I'm like, yo, they won't take me without my birth certificate, social security card, all ID, all that shit. So I'm writing to motherfucking inmate liaison and all that shit, sending out for my social security card, my birth certificate, everything, my GED. So I had all these papers when I got out because I knew, you know, I was gonna be more sellable,
yeah.
trying to go get a job and trying to go to school and all that. You can't, not have just one of those identifications is missing, bro. It's over, bro. It's like you're set back 90 days. And then a lot of shit can happen in 90 days. You got to get back to the old ways and pick up the steel. Then you fucking, it's over, bro.
And then you're back where you started.
Right back where you started. So
Perpetuate this cycle.
I say, yo, I gotta make sure that I got all my I's dotted and my T's crossed before I leave this motherfucker, man. And that's what I did, man. I made sure I had everything situated.
Mhm.
And then, got released to the halfway house, enrolled into a welding school, banged
Right.
that shit out. Um, got my own apartment. Um,
That's
and
what's
then
up.
I was just doing what I needed to do. I had a few bikes, had a few cars, lost it all, gained it all. Fucking, you already know, bro.
Got to
You know what
go
I'm
through it
saying?
to get through it. What about
Yeah.
programming and stuff like that, other than like education?
So the
Upstate
main
program.
thing I did, I just hit the bag, bro. Everything was the bag and the bar, bro.
So no
That's
program
it.
from the administration, no like
So yeah, you do that like school.
prevention or like or
So you
re-entry.
got that. That's a part of program. So that's a part like that shit is mandatory. So you got like if you got
Okay.
any kind of drugs on your shit, you taking ASAP for 6 months. You're
Okay.
gonna be somewhere on that waiting list, bro. You're doing ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, that's a cause for losing your CR and your fucking your
Yeah.
parole date and all that. They'll can your ass. So you got ASAP, you got to do that. You got anger management. You got fucking if you got school, you got to do school, and then you got to do a facility job. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 9 times out of 10, bro, people are usually doing trade in school. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Motherfuckers ain't really doing porter work or the yard or whatever. But then you got a jail like Fishkill. This is what got me into the welding. They were welding the beds and the lockers for the whole state, courtcraft.
Okay.
So they taught you the trade, even though you was, perpetuating the cycle. You're still learning a skill. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that shit intrigued me, bro. So as soon as I came out, I went straight to the motherfucking
Why
welding
was
school.
that important for you to want to get a skill, to try to develop a skill in that?
Because at the end of the day, bro, like I know that the way I was doing shit before, bro, it was like it was either I was gonna end up in jail forever,
Hmm.
doing a lot of time, or I was gonna be dead. You know what I'm saying? And at that particular time, that's the way my thinking was. It was I'm living day to day type shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though I might schedule or pay my bills 6 months in advance, I'm still living day to day. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So the mindset change was when I started thinking for the long run, like even on short term goals. I believe that's what really got me like to where I started looking at the long term. You know what I mean? Because when I started achieving those short term goals, I was like, oh shit, it's not that hard to achieve these big ass goals.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Well,
the
there's a lot of
program.
time to my bad to cut you off. I just wanted to ask about like the self-reflection while you're in there. Like, what are some things that you learned about yourself with all that time to yourself and time to self?
Honestly, that no matter how bad the storm, as long as you stay fucking grounded, bro, you will not be uprooted. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay grounded within yourself, your principles, your morals, and what's right and what's wrong. Everybody, some people say they don't have moral compasses and they don't understand the right or wrong from the center. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. You know what I mean? But
I got you.
it just really it gave me more strength in my foundation, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Build a foundation of concrete instead of sand. You know what I mean? The house is more likely to stand, man. And nowadays there's a lot of like glorification of criminal lifestyle in movies and music and everything like that. So I always like to ask, like, what's the worst part about prison, in your opinion?
If you got life,
Having to never go home, not
having
ever.
that L on you, there's a good chance you might, but you really don't. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's just like, yo, they can close the gate whenever they want to. It's like, you know, you got 25 to life, but you'll end up doing like 36, and unless you die before that shit is, you know what I mean? Because anything without an L on it, anything without an L on it, there's hope at the end of it.
Absolutely. But what about while you're in there? Is it the CO part of it? Like that, how wild they could get in abusive? Is it the fact that,
So I'll tell you this: I
no
was never
support?
worried about inmates or any kind of convict being in the system, bro. I was always worried about the fucking COs, bro, because if they want to lose you, bro, you can get lost, bro. Like, like you'll be in a pine box, bro, and they'll just tell your peoples that you died. Like,
Wow.
you know what I mean? Like, and I know this might sound scary or whatever the case may be, but a lot of them COs, bro, them beat up squads, they be really low key serial killers, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they be real psychopaths, bro. Like, I'm talking about sick fuckers, bro. So I wasn't really worried about anybody around me. I was worried about the COs. Like, I hope none of these motherfuckers get a thing from me, because my experience, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going off trauma and shit. Like, yo, I'll be around the CO. I stay the fuck away from them, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to look at me. I don't give them nothing to look at. I don't talk too loud. I don't make too much noise. I'm not trying to be the center of attention. Because once you on a radar, bro,
It's a wrap.
it's a done deal, son.
Don't start no more be nothing.
Facts, bro. And I'm telling you, killers. I'm talking about big homie killers, gang banging, fucking serial killers. Everybody complies when they get on that wall, bro.
Wow. What was the biggest adjustment when you got home?
I don't know, man. I was just grateful, bro. It wasn't really. I've been through so much shit, like, you know what I'm saying, from young, bro. So like the shit that I was going through, it was either something that I was used to, or it was something that was nothing, because it's like I conquered this shit already. You know what I'm saying? Like with the emotions or being in a situation. So it's like I was just happy to be out, and I really am, not then, now too, appreciative to all the small things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. That's just the way I live my life, man. It wasn't just like for a certain amount of time of coming home. That's just shit stuck with me. You know what I mean?
So when did you come home? How long has it been?
So I actually caught another bid after that bid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long in between? How long did you last?
So 9 years.
9 years. Okay.
9 years. Eight, 9 years. Yeah. Another situation. Somebody told on me.
Okay.
Caught
And then
the
when you end
plug.
up getting time for that.
So I ended up catching a grand larceny for that. 1.5 to 3. But the way it was down to the wire, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot going on. So it was that 1.5 to 3 is the worst bid I've ever been on, bro. And I've done bids like it's nothing, you know what I mean? But that 1.5 to 3, that shit was different.
Why do you think
Now
that? Sometimes
I
it's like
had kids, you know what I'm saying? I
okay,
came home, I
okay.
had kids, you know what I'm saying? I've
Now
been
it's not
doing,
just you. You're affecting. You're
yeah,
affecting other people.
yeah, I done uplifted the soil on a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, um, I beat myself up over that shit, you know what I mean? So, the
Guilt and
bid
shame.
was a lot, yeah, guilt, shame, fucking stupidity, um, you know, why the fuck you should have, you know what I'm saying? All the what is before it's like, yo, listen, twiddle my thumbs, but this shit
Yeah.
right here, this was a different kind of sit down, man. This shit was different.
Eventually, you got to forgive yourself, though, too. You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah, without a doubt, I did. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I had to do everything I had to do to, get out there on time to get back to my kids because they was going through a situation too. You know, they got taken away from their mother and all that.
Yeah.
So while I was doing the bid, they was in the system.
Yeah.
So there's only a certain amount of time before they have permanency hearings and all this fuck shit, trying to put them up for adoption and all that. So I was, I was
And I'm
down
sure
to
going through what you went through, you wanted to break the cycle, so that you must have been, a little disappointed
yeah.
in yourself for that. But it's all about the bounce back, bro. So that's what we
Nah,
here.
yeah, all the way, and life is funny, man. Life is funny, man. Life
Mhm.
is very funny. You know what I'm saying? The universe has a sense of humor. Some call it karma, but
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fact.
shit is real, bro.
That's fact. So how is this bid as far as like now again when you're starting to get out? Are you starting to develop another plan, or is this when you start to think about doing YouTube, or what's going through your
So
mind?
I wasn't thinking about YouTube. I was thinking about getting up back to work. So I'm in a union 731. You know, my union delegate held me down, made sure I had work within the first 3 weeks I was home, bro.
So you were already in the union from those
Prior,
9 years you were out.
yes, yeah,
Okay.
because when I came home, like I said, I jumped on the schooling, the welding,
Word.
construction. I was doing asbestos. I do lead. So I jumped from that, and then I jumped to the laborers union, and then ever since then, I've just been, grinding it out, bro. And
I
the
mean, why
union,
is that important to have work and to have a structured environment when you get out? I mean, it seems like if not, it's usually like
because when you're willing
back.
to get it by any means necessary, sometimes you don't want to have things that you don't want to not have an option. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have options than to make an option. You know what I'm saying? I have to make some shit happen. You know what I mean? So it's just responsibility and just being fucking man. I guess, bro. You know what I'm
Stay
saying?
busy is important too, man. The idle time is the devil's playground. If you ain't got nothing to do, that's when you trouble finds you, or you start to veer towards trouble, or whatever the case
No,
may
that's a
be.
fact. That's
So
a
was
whole
that
fact.
your last bid, bro?
Say
That one
what?
was that your last bid doing time?
Is that a rhetorical question? Like, is that like a what if? No, yes, it's
No,
it, bro.
no.
It's
Since
over.
then, did you go
Oh
back?
yeah. Oh nah. It's over, bro. I'm
So
done.
how long has that
They,
been?
they
When did you
got
get out?
me. 2000 May 6, 2019.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So
Um,
what you been up to since then? How long? That's like what, 3 years? Okay, so yeah,
for
what you been up to since then? Some of your proudest moments.
I came home, got my kids back. Um,
For
within a
sure.
year of me coming home. So really, in all actuality, the year to date, the next year, 2020, is when I got full custody of my kids again. May 6th,
Word.
2020. You know what I'm saying? So, um, numbers never lie neither. You know what I'm saying? Numerology. Some people overlook this shit, but numbers is a real thing. Um,
It's
so for me
supreme
to get released
all that.
on May 6th and then get my kids back on May 6th, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And that shit is different. Um,
symbolic.
But
sure.
dates have always been something that I paid attention to, and you know, shit like that happens on a regular occurrence, man. Like every time, not this time, but like before, like with my juvenile bids, for whatever reason, I would always get released the day before Christmas.
Wow.
You know what I
Christmas.
mean? Like, yeah, Christmas Eve type shit.
Wow.
You know, so that's the biggest achievement that I say out of all the things that I've done
Absolutely.
since I came out. Is I got my kids out of the situation that you know, I didn't put them in, but I
Right.
should have been there a lot sooner. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You
So
should be proud.
um,
Absolutely should be proud of yourself for that. That's
yeah,
been
yeah. I mean, I'm not proud of myself because at the end of the day, for me, it's like that's my duty. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Um, there's no pats on the back for that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
uh, but I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it the wrong way. It's just
Mhm.
uh, for me, what I've been through and not having nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit should be done for every child. You know what I mean?
So, what message do you want to get across to the youth, man? If you could try to tell the youth something to try to prevent them from getting stuck in the system, as is the name of your YouTube page.
So there's a lot of factors in that, man. Cause like if you got kids that ain't got no security, ain't got nobody, no guidance, no clothes changing, no clean clothes, no food on the table every night, like consistency, bro. Um, unfortunately, bro, if somebody doesn't come in in a manner of all the things that they're lacking, those important essentials, um, fucking they gonna have to figure it out just like I did, you heard? Um,
Absolutely, I
and
got you.
some really don't fucking figure it out. Um,
Yep. Or by
but
the time they know it's too late and they're sitting with an L, like you said, you know.
yeah, it's like damn, like ah. So it's really on all actuality. It's not on them, bro. It's on us, bro. It's like
Mm,
on people our age, and we got kids and fucking parents and all that. Um, you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Because they well, really, in all actuality, like, what are we supposed to tell them? We're supposed to show them. We can't tell them shit.
Mm. Actions speak louder than words.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Because I could
especially
tell you all day till I'm blue in the face, yo, don't do that. But if you're hungry and you got a fucking shelter and you got a fucked up house to go to, the shit that I'm spitting to you sounds real good, my guy. But
mm,
that's not the life that I'm living. You know what I mean? Like, once you leave, I'm still hungry, bro.
yeah,
You feel me?
word.
So it's like, um, you gotta fucking, you know what I'm saying? You gotta step up, man. Step up and, I don't know. It
I
takes a
mean,
village, man. It takes a village, man.
it does. In what ways can the system improve, in your opinion, to maybe more help, rehabilitate people instead of
So
punish?
I just want to let you know, right? And I fucks with you, B Luke. Like I fucks with you, but when they did this weed shit, real talk, bro, it should have let everybody know how they really feel about the future and the kids that we have in the world today, just in America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because um, they dead ass, they stirred the pot with that shit, bro. Like that shit is it goes hand in hand with the algorithm and the lack of experience. So they're altering their mind and then they're altering their mind, bro.
hmm yeah,
If you get that, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
absolutely. They want you to be, especially at it's one thing for a grown man, smoke weed and everything, but while the brain's still developing, it does have
absolutely
a long
not.
term.
You should not at all be indulging in
I
within
wish I
that.
didn't at such a young age indulge in as much alcohol and weed that I
So
did.
alcohol had never been my thing. Like when I was younger, I smoked blunts and all that, but majority of the time I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Like I was,
So at
you
least
know
you
what
had
I'm
that
saying?
clean time,
Yeah, I had that clean time. You know what I'm saying?
clear headedness. A lot of people too, like that I grew up with, that never been locked up or even on probation. Like I even have bouts of probation where I was good. Well, I see people who just started smoking at a young age and still haven't had a clear mind since, and it's like, yo, just just try it. The weed ain't going nowhere, man. Just stay sober for 90 days. See, maybe you might like it better. You know what I mean? You might save up
So
some money. It's
so you gotta remember, like, with dudes that been incarcerated, I'm pretty sure you did box time. Um,
yeah, not much. 10 days in the hole is the most I did, bro.
you listen, box is the box, bro. It does something to you where it brings you to a deeper self. A lot of people don't even know themselves, bro. They've
Yeah.
never had they've been pacified.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine stripping somebody of everything that they've ever had since they've been a child, with nobody taking it away and saying, "Yo, you can't have this," and told what to do, and then you get taken, stripped, and put in a cell, and then you got to figure it out. You
Mm-hmm.
might hate yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you might not even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, it's a process, bro. Like,
For sure.
you got to be built to take that on. You know what I'm saying? And it can't be like a shell shock like that. It's got to be gradually. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but 9 times out of 10, that's what we really need, bro. I know that sounds crazy, but that box time really gets you where you need to be.
Yeah. Well, some people, you just got to be with yourself. A lot of people, they can't even be with themselves at all. They got to like hop right on the phone and call somebody just to talk to. You know what I mean? I see it all the time with some people, just they can't be alone, or they hop on the video game and they got somebody in their headphones. So, obviously you shouldn't have to go to the box or to the hole, especially, if you're not in jail on the streets. It's just, being alone with yourself and being comfortable with that and really looking in that mirror. And like you said, learning yourself, figuring out what you even like. I had to rewind it myself and be like, what do I even like besides smoking weed and drinking and selling drugs? You know what I mean? What do I even like? I had to bring it back to like, oh, playing sports, working out, being physically like moving around. You know what I mean? So some people, I had that conversation with my boy. He said, he's like, yo, B, I don't even know what I like. And that's sad. You know what I mean?
What's crazy is I had got asked that same question you just said. Who are you? Right? So I'm in Fishkill. Um, Fishkill is like high percentage of lifers, right? So everybody in there got like 80 numbers, 70 numbers, 60 numbers. They've been locked up for years. I'm talking about from like fucking forever, bro. A lot of dudes that I was with in Fishkill was in the Attica riots. They would give us stories of what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they was really like into that shit. Like, I'm talking about like revolutionary mindsets.
Mm.
So I was with this one old timer, good brother named Yellow. He got a he got our attention. A lot of younger kids, 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lifting weights in the bag and all that. Young dudes, youngins in New York State, for whatever reason, I don't know other states, but we look up to the old timers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a big respect level there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not, because it'll be somebody you don't even know who the fuck it is, bro, coming
Right.
get it in your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't disrespect the old timer. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know what I mean? Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
So, old timers up north, if they real right, man, they got like these dudes that'll lay their life down for them. You know what I mean? So, this dude asked a question. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna ask all of y'all this, and y'all don't have to answer it now. But who are you? And now, mind you, I'm like, yo, I just did this, and I was looking at this, and I was ready to take this, and I'm holding it down, and But at the end of it all, who am I? You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like, what's my likes? What's my dislikes? What's my triggers? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
that real shit that you really got to be real with yourself. A lot of dudes don't be real with themselves, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, dudes is really living in like some movie shit. Um, but a lot of people don't even get a chance to ask themselves that question: who am I?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then really have a real answer for themselves to give it back.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. A lot of people are just caught up following everybody else, or what's the trend, or this and that, bro. So
That's why I'm convinced like a lot of people are NPCs, bro.
right.
I swear, man. I'm in New York City, bro. I walk past
I
people
heard
on
you
the
last night
streets.
on the live saying that. I feel like I'm talking to an NPC right now. That had me rolling, bro. But
Nah, yeah, cause it just shit just be
people.
cause you know, like being locked up, bro. Like you dissect everybody's flaws and everybody's
Yeah.
you know, everything of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you like
And then you're eventually able to do it quicker and
yeah,
quicker and quicker, where you could
man.
just take a whole room and just have it
So
kind of
when dudes go into a loop, I'd be like, yo, this can't be a real person because how are they looping?
yeah. That's
You
one
know
thing
what
I
I mean?
noticed when I got out is people on the train all glued into their phone. I'm like, nobody's even like aware of their surroundings at all. No one's even paying attention.
And I know this is fucked up, but I go back to my times of when I was, you know, robbing shit. I'm like, yo, people are just
Right,
victims here. Like, you,
right. Beats headphones. I'm like,
what are
I
you gonna
snap
do? Like, bro,
it. Told you to
the
do
drop is everything, bro. Yo, a real motherfucker who knows about that shit. Yo, the drop is everything, and there's a drop on everybody, bro.
facts. Absolutely, bro.
And that's scary. I realized it when I came home and I had got the iPad Nano,
Mhm.
the music, the shuffle shit, or the shuffle. I'm walking with my fucking headphones on. I got some old school shit on, and I'm walking, bro, and I almost got hit by a fucking car, bro. I'm talking about
Mm.
splat, like in the
Right.
street. Like I
Lacking.
wasn't even paying attention, lacking. A chick stopped me from dying. I don't even know who she is. She put out her arm and pushed me
Mhm.
back. And
Right.
if I'd have stepped off that curb, bro, there would have been no me and you talking right now, bro.
Mhm. Well, I
So,
appreciate you talking to me. And why do you think it, is important to tell these stories, your story? I mean, you told your story on Ian Bick as well. So I mean, obviously you feel like it's gotta have some value.
well, I don't know. As I'm getting older, I feel like you know, it's healthy to let this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't ever talk about it, man, um, shit'll get lost, man. You know what I mean? So it's like I ain't go through all this shit for nothing. You heard? Like
Mhm.
I went through all this shit for a reason. So maybe some way, somehow, just by talking, you know what I'm saying? Just how we chopping it up, it could
Mhm.
help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody be like, yo, shit ain't that hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it trucking, keep it smoothing. You know what I mean? So
That's what's
um,
up.
that's really all it is, man. I just hope, even if it's just one person, and you know, a lot of COs and staff and you know, self help guys that come to the prisons. Yo, if I could just help one of y'all
Mhm.
at the time, it'd be like, yeah, yeah, bro, hurry up. I want to go back to my fucking cell. You know what I mean? Or
Mhm.
maybe where's the cookies and the crackers and the coffee at or something. You know what I mean? Type shit like that. But now it's like, yo, all it really does take is one, word, because that one
Mhm.
can branch off and then influence a whole bunch of other people.
Absolutely. So what are some things now that you're, looking forward to in the future?
Um, just watching my kids grow up and you know, breaking all the fucking curses, bro, breaking all the bullshit, man, stopping the cycle, and I know that the trees that I'm planting now, I'm never going to sit in the shade of. You know what I mean?
Mm, I like that. I
Facts. So
for
it's
the
like,
for the next generation though.
yeah, it's not for me, it's for them. You heard? So that's where I'm thinking. That's where my head is at. So
I think that's big because I think that was a big thing for me is when I kind of put my feelings and my selfish insecurities aside and I'm like, yo, you know what, B, this ain't even really about you. It's deeper than it's deeper than that. And it kind of it's like a weight off your shoulder when you realize it's not about you. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, you don't take things so it's funny, right? Because it's hard to explain, but you don't take things so seriously, but you do take life seriously. You get it?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like so far from the spectrum, but it makes so much sense and it's so close at the same time.
Right. Nah, I feel you, bro. So I don't know if there was anything that you wanted to touch on before I let you go. I want to say, first of all, I appreciate you coming through and pulling up, man.
You already, bro. I fucks with you. You already know, bro.
100. So if there's anything that you wanted to touch on, we didn't get a chance to, or just some closing words, now would be, the time to do that.
Um, keep it 100 with you, bro. There's more times in the future, man. We can figure this shit out.
Yeah,
Right now, honestly, everything that happened with Trump and all this other fuck shit, man. Um, I'm just like, yo, what's gonna happen from here till
Yeah.
fucking November. You know what I mean?
Halfway.
And I'm not doing the fear mongering thing and all that, but shit is real. You know what I mean? Like shit is definitely real. So
Life is
I don't
fragile.
know. I'm just really I'm focused on the next 4 to 5 months from now. You heard?
Absolutely.
I can't really think past that because um, the future shall, it should have changed depending on how things work out in November.
Yep. I mean, it's. I heard something the other day. It's one thing, to glance into the future, but if you always have one eye in the future, then you can only have one eye in front of what you're doing right now. So you glance to it, you acknowledge it, but you got to have both eyes on what's in front of you to really be effective and
Oh
efficient.
yeah, I'm not hitting it with the binoculars. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
just like we're getting closer. So oh shit, let me look over here because we're getting closer to this
Oh
direction.
yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? It's not like fucking X-ray vision on it because you could do that. There's times where I might be like, yo, this is this, but you drive yourself crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got other shit to worry about. If it happens, it happens, bro.
Absolutely. Worrying is
Be
mostly
ready.
made up in your head anyway about stuff that might happen. You know what I mean? But we got actually stuff that's really happening we could deal with, bro. So I don't know if you want to run your social media down. Tell them one time where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on all platforms. Stuck in the System, IG, TikTok, YouTube. Um, got a few things coming out. Uh, just working right now, so it's
That's
on the
it.
back burner. But it definitely gonna be some things out. I definitely want to get into the editing a little bit more.
Yep.
Those guys who edit, man, they got this shit sealed and they got
Mm-hmm.
it stamped. You know what I'm saying? They got everything going, man. So I want to sharpen my tools out a little bit more before I start to get real crazy. And the comfortability's got to come too.
Also catch him regularly on the YouTube Streets podcast. Shout out to AZ, Plug, Ronnie Blue Eyes, man, everybody over there for sure, man.
Yeah, shout out to the YouTube streets, man. Shout out to everybody over there, man. Good squad over there, man.
Thanks, bro.
A lot of good guys over there. They get into their characters, but it's you know, it's entertaining at least. You heard?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, guys. So you heard it right there. That's the guy DBS. I am B Luke. Guys, remember, it is what it is. What's next is what you make it. This is the Bounce Back Podcast. On that note, bro, we off this and we out of here. Thanks again, bro.
You already know, bro. Be safe, bro. You already know.
You bounce back, you got a moment when they see you down, there's no